Shalom everyone, I'm going to continue the series of Daf Yomi. We're on page 50 of Masechet Zevachim by a gorgeous park here in the area of Kiryat Moshe here in Jerusalem. And what a special place to say over some words within regards to beautiful Torah in of its now. Friends, we're talking about the exegetical methods of deriving laws from the Torah in today's page. Now, we learned in yesterday's page a law derived by a means of something called the hekesh, a word analogy, like the law that the chatat, the sin offering, must be slaughtered in the northern part of the Bet Mikdash temple courtyard, which is derived from the clearly stated law regarding an olah sacrifice, the burnt offering. It cannot be used to teach that law by means of another hekesh, like using chatat as a source of the law for the korban asham, the guilt offering. Now, the Talmud on today's page examines whether this rule is true in all cases where the source of the original law is not a clear biblical, let's just say, law unto itself. But that's what we're concentrating on today's page of the Gemara. Now, we're going to give various different examples within regards to that. We have to point out. Okay, so it's learned by means of something exegetical. A derivation, for example, can be learned from something from a hekesh, which was used to teach based on a gzeira shava, for example, a kal v'chomer, a binyan av. Now, we've spoken about all these before. All of these methods of analysis are among the midot she'hatorah midreshet bahem, the exegetical principles established by the sages and used to derive the laws for the Torah. These examples are used as follows. For example, hekesh, this is an analogy. When two cases are mentioned together in the same passage or in adjacent passages, we can assume that since they are juxtaposed, they are analogous. For this reason, legal inferences must be drawn by comparing the two cases. Now, on rare occasions, such as in our case, analogy may be stated explicitly in the Torah. Now, gzeira shava, this is a verbal analogy. If the same word or phrase appears in two places in the Torah, we may infer on the basis of verbal analogy that the same law must apply in the other cases as well. Then there's a kal v'chomer. This is a fartiro inference, let's just say. It's a rule of logical argumentation by means of which a comparison is drawn between two cases, one lenient and the other one stringent. We spoke about this before. Kal v'chomer asserts that if a law is stringent in a case where we usually are lenient, then it will certainly be stringent in a more serious case likewise. If the law is lenient in a case where we're usually not lenient, then it will certainly be lenient in a less serious case. In binyan av, we spoke about before, interpretation based on induction, let's just say. While there are different types of binyan avs, the simplest form is binyan av follows a logical pattern. Just as we find case A, the law X applies. So too we infer that in case B, or similar to case A, law X should apply. Also very interesting. Heard this from Rabbi Adin Steinsaltz here at this beautiful park in Kiryat Moshe. I've got a tower right behind me, which is a synagogue also. Have a fantastic day and take care, friends.